Hello everyone, I am Janardhan VP, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Manisakare Government First Grade College, Hiriyur. In this video, we are going to discuss about the function of criticism at the present time by Matthew Arnold. In this video, we are going to cover the contents which we are discussing today. First, we discuss introduction, next Arnold's literary career, and then we also discuss Arnold as a critic. And this is the portrait of Matthew Arnold. And in the introduction, Matthew Arnold was both a distinguished poet and prose writer of the Victorian era. He wrote on varied topics such as literature, education, politics, and religion. Matthew Arnold was born in December 1822 at the Thameside village of Labham, near Staines. He was the eldest son among the 9 children of Thomas Arnold. Matthew Arnold was educated at Winchester and then at Rugby under his father. His father was headmaster in the Rugby school, where Matthew Arnold studied. Arnold became private secretary to Lord Lansdowne, president of the council in the Lord Russell government. He was appointed as inspector of schools. He was counted among the great pioneers of the popular education in England. And now we discuss Matthew Arnold as critic. According to Arnold, criticism, whether literary or social or political or educational, performs the same function and demands the same qualities of intelligence, discrimination, knowledge, and disinterestedness. Criticism is nothing if it is not related to life. He himself defines criticism as the endeavor in all branches of knowledge, theology, philosophy, history, art, science, to see the object as in itself it really is. Arnold stood for the annihilation of all tyrannical dogmas, prejudices, and orthodox notions. As a critic, Arnold is best known as a literary critic. His literary criticism has a close bearing on society and life in general. He was extremely impatient of the slogan, art for art's sake, which was raised by the pre-Raphaelites, aesthetists, and some other nondescript groups. His literary criticism is submerged in the criticism of society. Like most other Victorian writers, Arnold expresses his work the conflict between science and faith, which his age witnessed. Arnold felt that he was breathing in a kind of spiritual vacuum. He is keenly aware of the terrible confusion caused by the conflict between science and faith. Culture is a social passion of doing good, and anarchy is its very negation. Arnold was convinced of the progress of democracy. He supports a firm state power to hold such anarchic tendencies in check. To conclude, Arnold was an inspector of schools, naturally interested in educational reforms. Many of the reforms which he advocated have since been implemented. Compton Rickett observes, there were no more liberal-minded, clear-sighted educational reformers in the Victorian era than he and Thomas Henry Huxley. Thank you very much. Let me see you in my next video. See you again.